Hello and happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I don't know. Yes, I don't know if you are celebrating this commercial day, but friends and friendship, they are very important determinants of good health. So some of the information is already given in previous presentations, but I hope that I am able to offer another view. Here you can see Finland, South Ostrobothnia region, and then our Kauhava primary healthcare district. In fact, we have not only health affairs, but also social care and social affairs in our organization. So our population is close to 24,000. We have 20 doctors, 200 nurses, and altogether our staff is around 800. Our budget is 93 million euros, but it includes as well the specialists care in central hospitals and university hospitals. And in this area, we were implementing telementoring and teleconsultation pilots between these units. In fact, something was unique in our actions. Usually the teleconsultation and telementoring is from up, down, from university hospitals to central hospitals, and then to health centers or private doctors, single doctors. We were using our own staff for telementoring and teleconsultations, and that is something unique. It is not done anywhere. We do have mentees, mentors who are trained and experienced in that. Our main health center and one of the meetings. During, in fact, only 6 months, in 7 locations, we had 41 sessions and 342 participants altogether in those sessions. And that was the pilot sample, not the sample, but activities which were done during these pilots. But we had other activities as well at the same time. Of course, we have electronic patient record, we have electronic referrals, we have electronic prescriptions. All of them are in digital forms. Our professionals had access to health portal, and during 1 year they made almost 150,000 searches, of which about 80,000 were regarding or related to health data, 62,500 pharmaceutical data, and 4,500 others. We had specialist consultations as well. Daily consultations were in radiology and cardiology. We had 158 mobile Holter examinations, mobile carpal tunnel tests, and sleep polygraphs as well. And here we have another, you have seen the another picture already. We did a study before we started and study after we started, and this is a summary of teleconsultation and telementoring pilots, 5 each, where we had 24 different participants. I could not have all data in this one picture, and I could not make more of them. But these answers are only positive answers. I agree or I strongly agree. So neutral and negative ones are left out. So you can see in the middle, I don't feel professionally isolated. In fact, only 2 said that they feel professionally isolated, but the increase before and after teleconsultation and telementoring pilots, the increase is 130%. But most of those are moved from neutral answers to positive answers. And as well, use of teledevices, there is the increase about 50%, second left on the right. And if you see the third from left, I have experience and know-how for solving rare conditions. As well, there the increase after the pilots was about 33%. So very significant improvements. Some lessons we learned. 3 main findings. Mobile 3G network was not enough to transmit insufficient data for video and sound. But anyway, patients appreciated the possibility to have the dialogue. Video conferencing unit was providing good data. It was fixed network, 100 megapounds. It increases the quality, but it limits the mobility. It is not suitable for all occasions because the equipment is in certain location and it's not mobile. Participants need comprehensive training and support in usage on every site. Even the usage is not at all difficult. In the end, it was quite simple. In human factors, mobile 3G was sufficient for social media, not for medical media. But surprisingly, elderly patients, and these were home patients over 80 years of old, they were satisfied with 3G. And when I asked their rating, they gave school marks for the consultation between 9 to 10, I mean the best marks. And they felt that this teleconsultation is able to replace office consultation. And they appreciated very much the discussion and dialogue which was possible. And they even felt that it is easier to ask a doctor via tablets than via or in comparison being in the office where they are rather nervous. But problems arise if there was cognitive problems like dementia, but it is the same in the office consultation. Consultation was less satisfactory if there was hearing or vision impairment. And surprisingly, staff was not as positive for the usage of tablets than those elderly people. And in fact, one of the patients, 87 years old, told that, oh yes, I know this tablet. I have had connections with my son in Africa. My granddaughter is bringing it to me, and I discuss with my son in Africa. So most of these elderly people, they didn't even have telephone at home when they were young, and now they were willing to use tablets and new technology. Teleconsultation and telementoring, it was seen to support professional development and adult learning and lifelong learning experience as well. Very much the participatory dialogue was appreciated. They were multi-professionals, and participants felt, now I mean the medical and nursing staff, they felt that indirectly it supports and counteracts isolation and brain drain by supporting good working atmosphere, collegiality, networking, and better service quality. And it can make staff deep-rooted to the working place. And it empowers as well the staff. Financially, we found that one teleconsultation session, it little bit depends how many participants we have, but in our own area, it saves 1 working day and 150 kilometers driving. One group telementoring session saves 3 days working time and 150 kilometers traveling, and if that session is supposed to be in Seinäjoki, it saves 5 days and 750 kilometers traveling time. Even our distances are not very long. And for home patients, they save ambulance or invalid taxi fare, and because most of them need an accompanying person as well, it saves 3 to 4 hours time for those persons. And if we count all 40 sessions, I can say that the time saving was about 2 months and 6,000 to 7,000 kilometers. So it is a substantial, significant saving what was achieved. But telemedicine effect was much wider. It was not only telementoring and teleconsultation. It made possible distant working groups, meeting across organizational borders, and very soon we realized that even we started telementoring session, it was a combination of teleconsultation and management. And if we started management session, it turned out to be teleconsultation and telementoring. So it's a mixture of everything. And here we can see our management board, and then one of the, on the right-hand side, one of the project groups working. Each one was using laptop, and then now we have a fixed network, not wireless. And that was maybe a little bit different view of our experience in Kauhava.